live. It's the CSX tracks. We just caught this CSX freight train here. Heard them coming while we were going down the road, and live here. We're going to try to follow them through town here. Let's see if our signal sticks. Stays out. I think it'd be iffy. Moving around like this. Chasing a CSX freight train. Live. Bumpy road here. Get 4 or 5 engines. Yeah, we're covered. Big train. And they're right here, so we're just going down there. It's a big train. This is Dunkirk, New York, which is about 35 miles south of Buffalo, New York, 50 miles north of Erie, Pennsylvania, right along the Lake Erie shores. If you go that way, the direction the camera's pointing, Lake Erie is a quarter mile right in that direction. Well, that's where we're at. Right along Lake Erie. That's why they call this the water level route. But most of the tracks along the northeast here, the main lines go right along the lakes, the rivers. Some grain cars parked up there. The tracks used to be in the middle of the road here until 1940, when they did a public works project and they put them up there. Right under this bridge you can see the date, 1940. I can't really see it there, but it's in one of my other videos. And there's Lake Erie right there, which goes, all the way to Cleveland, Detroit, Canada, all the way along Ontario, southern Ontario border, and over to Niagara Falls and Buffalo. If you can see that big tower way back there, that's where I usually do live streams. You can just barely see it in the back there. So here's the lake. Canada is 40 miles that way. Let's go go straight across the lake there, you're in Canada. Welland, Ontario, Port Huron, places like that. You see it's all frozen, being that it's cold in the winter here. Oh yeah, well this is 35 miles from there. Going out on the pier. Let's hope our signal stays. It's getting iffy here. A lot of good fishing here, I'll tell you. People come from all over to do the fishing here.
What was it called?
Loons. It's a bird called a loon, like a waterfowl. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, they ice fish here. This never used to freeze, this part, when the power plant was in operation, but we got this coal-fired power plant that sits right there. Closed down a couple of years ago, and ever since that closed down, there was no more warm water discharge. But that kept this all from freezing. Even in 30 below, 20 below zero, it never froze. So it was really good fishing. People can still fish. They just break the ice. As you can see, you can almost see through it, some spots. But that's what this is. This is with trains, the water level route. The tracks are they're right there. You can just, I can see them. And they go all the way along Lake Erie. Then they go along Lake Ontario. Then to the Hudson River, and along that to New York City. Called the water level route. You can see the grain cars right there. You can see them in the back right by those traffic lights. That's the tracks we just filmed the train on. Hard to see with riding in the bumps here, but that's, right there's the cars. Lots of potholes. Thanks. I hope you have a good weekend too. Yeah, there's the tracks right back there. There's the cars. See the CSX cars there? There's the lake. You can see the lake. The tracks aren't far away. Some places those tracks are like 20 foot from the lake. Right here, we got a video of a truck was stuck under this bridge. A semi truck. Took them a couple hours to get it out. The clearance is, when these were built, you know, they built them with water. Semis back then weren't that tall. So clear. How do you donate? I'm not sure what you mean. Donate to. Oh, there's Super Chat. If you look at the chat messages to the right, there's a little thing called Super Chat. You can click that. Yeah, you click that thing where it says Super Chat. Right where you type in the comments, there'll be a little icon that'll say Super Chat. You can click that. Yeah, people have done it before, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a few trains. We're just finishing up. It's starting to get dark. Yeah, we got a few. We got 7 or 8 live streams. Over here I have a Chessie caboose. If my signal can stay strong, I'll pull up to it. You can see it. All this, where I'm pointing the camera now, all that was Brooks Locomotive and Elko Locomotive at one time. Built steam locomotives right here. Some years they built several hundred of them. Here's an old chassis caboose that's parked over here. They used to use it up until last year, and they stopped using it. There's an old chassis caboose. That building there with the pointy things, that's where the crane was, and it took the steam locomotives down the assembly line in that direction, all the way down, down to there. This was all Brooks locomotive. The only other building that's still standing is that red one in the background. The red brick there, that's part of the old Brooks Alco locomotive. And then there's one more older building. I have videos of those. Right here, a runaway tank car back in the 80s went around this corner, and it tipped over right about there where the curve is right there. Yeah, this runaway tank car hit a 7-Up delivery truck and knocked cans of pop all over the place. There's actually a diamond here. I forgot about this diamond. There's an old diamond there. This is the old DAV, Dunkirk Allegheny Valley line. Now it's part of CSX. And there's a boxcar unloading. Usually they unload, from what I understand, tomato paste out of there. They make tomato juice in that factory back there, among other things. All right, I think that's going to be it for this live stream from Wide World of Trains. We will be back. We'll be back on tomorrow with more videos. Well, thanks for watching Wide World of Trains on YouTube. We'll talk to you guys later.